Fellas, ladies, and whatever you are, okay? We're back with some more leaks. All right, we're gonna be getting to X and Y this time around. I know the last video we did, it was more so on the beta Pokemon for like Gen 3, 4, 5, as well as a little bit of the stuff that they were gonna be unraveling and releasing later this year and next year. But we could be talking about the freaking Kalos region. And looking through some of this stuff on Twitter, I swear, bro. They said, like they were saying, bro, we definitely got robbed. Me personally, with X and Y, I didn't grow up around the time, I wasn't into Pokemon around the time that X and Y was releasing. So I really don't have that much of a sentimental value for the games. In which why, when I went back and played it a little bit later, a couple years into it, it was just kind of lackluster. It wasn't really that much fun for me. Like, I like the stuff they added as far as the mega evolutions. I like the new typing they had with fairy. I like some of the I like the new mons. You can never go bad with any Pokemon music, but I don't know, it just felt bare bone and just too easy, even for someone that's smooth brained such as myself. Like, I don't know, it was just too much of a breeze. And then it just felt like there was something there, but they didn't really dig into it. But we're gonna be digging into some of the stuff that they had leaked in the developmental periods of this game. So we're gonna jump into it. First, we're gonna start off with like the actual HD version of the Kalos War, and I go like this is fire. Like, this is actually super tough, man. Like, I'm glad that the hacker went into Game Freak stuff, because we're getting like so much cool and dope stuff that we weren't able to get before if it wasn't for the hacker. So I think this would be fire for a banner. Like, it's just like, oh, this is like some Avengers type situation, bro. What are these though? Like, these joints is massive. You see how big you know how big a Steelix and a Gyarados is, and these guys don't seem too far off. Like, god dang. Now, this right here is the full map of Kalos, and apparently there was a southern Kalos that we were supposed to have, but they ended up getting cut out, and in it had 2 towns, had the 2 cities, the 4 dungeons, and 8 routes. And I seen that this island right here, the eye right here, this is supposed to be like a battle tower, kind of like how we had with Pokemon Emerald. And having something like that will be so tough, bro. Like, it just add more replayability, and I feel like it would just give a little more life into X and Y, bro. I don't know, it just felt barren. Like, X and Y felt barren. Now, me saying that, I'm not saying that X and Y is a mechanically bad game, because I don't think any of their games are like just straight up bad, unplayable, except for Red and Blue. But other than that, I don't think they're bad as far as actual games. As far as Pokemon games, I don't think this one is the best. I think seeing some of the just seeing what we could have gotten with Southern Cal with some of the stuff we could have seen with Southern Kalos would have been, it'd been so good, bro. It'd have been so, at least like just some more content, bro. Just more content. And the fact that we could have potentially even had dungeons too. They say have 4 of them, man. Nah, I'm a dungeons type of guy, man. So having this in the game, going through different waves of mons, or just going through caves and caverns and fighting, that would have been so nice, bro. This right here was interesting too. So this is according to this, this is the ultimate weapon that was originally a living being described as a vessel taken by a virus or a microorganism. And first of all, this is cool. Second of all, I'm thinking like this is making me think of 2 things. One, the freaking Pokerus. I think it was started in Gen 3. It's a virus that actually benefits the Pokemon by helping them increase their stats and get a lot better. And I was also thinking too, like, it kind of sounds and like reminds me of Zygarde, because, like, you know, with the vessels, and they have the different Zygarde cells in Sun and Moon and stuff like that. And I think this would have been really cool if they would expand on this. Like, I feel X and Y is such untapped lore. Like, there's so much there in X and Y. That's why it's just so frustrating. Like, there's just going through it. There's so much. There's so much to get from that region, man. There's so much to be taken from that region. Pause. An interesting leak that caught my eye was that Game Freak, they originally planned a hatching facility where X and Y, you could give them eggs and hatch them all at once. That'd have been cool. I didn't really like the setup on hatching eggs and XY. I wasn't really the biggest fan of that. So having that implemented in Kalos and playing it through XY would have been cool. I think a lot of people would have appreciated that more. At least I feel like. Then they have another thing where flying through the sky was originally planned for X and Y, but as you're seeing, it was in Oris, and that's why the sky battle exists in the first place, and that's originally how we're supposed to find the legendary birds. I was thinking about that too, cause I remember playing it, and it would be battles where you'd be up in the sky and stuff like that, and it just felt kind of like it felt like something else was supposed to be with that. Like it just felt like it was kind of there to me, but that makes a lot of more sense of why they even had the freaking sky battles. I thought that was, I don't know, it seemed like it was out of place. And XY had an original 4th mythical Pokemon codenamed Tetu, still electric. That would have been hot. That would have been fire. I don't think they had any art or design for it, but it's just something that they had in the workings they scrapped. But it'd been cool to see what it was though. I thought this was super cool too. So they had 3 different designs for Florus that it was considering. And then the previous, like, I forgot the name of it, but out of these 3 designs for Florus, I would have either either one, I don't think you can go wrong with either one, but I think I would probably either pick the 2nd or the 3rd. Like I would have much rather had these designs right here. And it's funny looking at some of the beta designs and the stuff that they scraped from the game, and it's kind of like, man, some of the Pokemon that they did give us was cool. They were cute or whatever, but seeing what we could have potentially had is like, dang, bro. Like, we really could have had something like this. So much so, I remember the last video where it had the water bunny with the little floaty on it, and I'm just like, dang, bro. I like Mudkip. I love Mudkip. But we could have had this, though. Like, we could have had the bunny. It's like, man, it got me not disrespecting it, but like downplaying or just making it seem insignificant compared to the bunny. We got another discarded line, freaking a little peanut seed Pokemon, fire. Final evolution, fire. This is like a dope little peanut Pokemon, peanut dinosaur Pokemon. It remind me of what's his name? Oh my god, what's his name? It remind me so much of Breloom, just in like a peanut form. And I think just looking at this, I don't know, I feel like it could have been like pure grass or like grass ground. I'm feeling grass ground with this. And here we got some Gen 6 beta Mega Evolutions. For the starters, we got Mega Blastoise. I like this better. I ain't gonna lie, I like it better. Even though it's not that much of a change, but I do like the little extra touch of this right here. Of like the little, what I call it, a mustache? Or whatever this is. It kind of reminds me of like the War Turtle little tail. We got the Mega Venusaur. I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but I'm glad they didn't use it, bro. This is cool, but I'd much rather have the Mega Venusaur we have now. Like, I know this is just like the beta concept art, but I just don't see how it would work or how they would make it look Pokemon-esque into X and Y, because this is like, this is just a scrapped idea, and you gotta have it in that certain Sycamore style. So then we got whatever this is. I don't know what that is. This would have been freaking tough, like a little Stingray type Pokemon. This would have been fire, man. I like how cute it is. The first evolution, then it evolved to this badass joint right here. I feel like this would have been like bug poison. I'm gonna assume poison with the little stinger it got on it. I'm mad we didn't get this. Like this, and this looked like it'll fit perfectly in a Pokédex. You just squeeze that motherfucker in. It don't even look like it's out of place or nothing, and it still look cool. Now we got the beta Charizard. I'm assuming this is X, because we got the X, got the blue one or not. I think I would have rather had this. This is tough with the little covering right here. Yeah, I think I would have had this, and I like the little openings I have with the fire spitting out a little bit. I think I would have had this. Pokemon Charizard X is super tough. Insanely tough. But I think, this is Y. So this would be Y, and then this would be X. I think I would much rather, I'll definitely much rather have Y look like this. I don't really like how it look now that much. X, I feel like it's a toss-up either way. I'd love either design. This ain't bad. I kind of like it. Actually, I think I like it more than Y. I think I like this more than Y. Like I said, Y is just, I don't know, it just look kind of off, just a little bit. But this would have been much better in the Pokédex, honestly. Oh, this is fire. I'd much rather have this joint. It looked like it got heels on a little bit right here. That is fine. And then this is supposed to be, apparently it's supposed to be a Mew 3. My question to y'all, would y'all rather have a Mew 3, like just as a standalone form? Or would you have been much rather had Pokemon Mega Mewtwo X and Y? Me personally, if they didn't have a Mega and this was the Mew 3, obviously way better, like way better than Mewtwo, I wouldn't be mad. I honestly would not be mad at all. Like I wouldn't even be complaining. I'm mad that we got Mega Audino over freaking Mega Jinx that we were supposed to get. We was dead supposed to get a freaking Mega Jinx. Jinx definitely needed. On God, it needed. But instead of us getting, like I said, I would have taken any type of Mega. Like Mega Jinx ain't even really nothing crazy. That's like, man, I really want to see that. But it's like it'd have been cool to see. But we got an Audino over that. Game Freak, I'm never gonna forgive you for that, man. Never, bro. Like it's forever on site for you, bro. Literally. This joint right here, when I saw this, bro, when I first seen this, bro, tight, bro. Mad. This is probably one of the maddest, not mad, but like this is the one that I probably wanted the most out of all the cut Pokemon that we was shown for X and Y. Like this joint just looked tough, bro. It just looked menacing. Like I feel like it fit so well into the Kalos region too. Like I can see this being like maybe rock, flying, maybe. It don't look like it could fly. Well, obviously it can't fly, but you know, it's a bird, so maybe like rock, flying, maybe flying ground, who knows. And then ability, I can see it having like definitely intimidate, because they got that type of that energy, that aura, as the cool kids say. I don't remember seeing this. Did they have a Pumpkaboo and Slurpuff dress for the female character? If they did, I don't remember. Yeah, but if they didn't, this should have been added clean. It's such a nice touch, adds into the freaking Pokemon world. But yeah, I don't remember if they whatchamacallit. I don't know if they added this in the game. And then here we got a Pokemon X and Y beta type chart. So Ice super effective against Fairy, Ice resist Fairy, Fire super effective against Fairy, Poison neutral against Fairy, and Bug weak to Fairy. Thank goodness they ain't have the Bug weak to Fairy, because of how good Fairy typing is, like one of the best typing in the game. Like Bug would have been super. Like Bug is already weak, bro. The Bug type Pokemon for the most part is like Bronny James in the NBA right now. Joint is trash, with all due respect. But like, bro, if Fairy would have been super effective, yo, Bug would have had some sort of crazy buff, man. Had to, cause that I feel like it would have been a little unbalanced, like a little more unbalancing and unfair to Bug. Poison neutral against Fairy, that's interesting, cause isn't Fairy weak to like poison and steel, right? I think weak to poison and steel. So making that neutral would have been. I don't know if I like that. Fire is super effective against Fairy. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Fire super against a Fairy. I feel like they should have had that. Cause I think there's only 2 weaknesses to Fairy. That I know off the top of my head, or if that's it. So I feel like they could have threw Fire in there for sure. Not gonna lie, this kind of pissed me off. A feature that we could have had is a creature on gem. Do you know how fire this would be? So it would have players create their own original gems, share them online. We attempt to conquer the gems. Once the gem is conquered, the gem leader or the NPC version of player can join the player gem, and the gem leader could be placed as a member of the original. This would have been so cold, bro. I wish they would have implemented this. I feel like this is almost a need. This is almost something like, yeah. And the fact that they came up with this idea and it was like, nah. That, and they haven't even implemented it since. Now we need that. Like if they didn't have it for X or Y, they should at least have it for like some future game, bro. Or maybe they have it for Gen 10. Who knows? But this would have been cold. I just wish they had more time, bro. Like if they would have had more time for this, man, X and Y could have been one of the best Pokemon games they ever made. And that's it. That's just all the stuff I want to talk about and just go over with y'all with X and Y. Apparently they had some stuff leaked for the Switch stuff when it comes to like Legends Arceus and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, let me know. We can go over that too. I'll catch y'all the next one. Y'all stay safe. Y'all bundle up, man. It's cold out here. And I'm out.